Hello everyone, so I am back again today to do a new project, and I'm doing is watercolor art. We are going to do so. Rule number one, subscribe my channel. So second thing, you need watercolor. So I'm using this, you can see my watercolor, and then again watercolor paper. So I'm going to use this with this one. You can see this is a good brand. One is the best brand one of I can imagine. So I love this brand, it's very good. So yeah, we are going to do is watercolor. So first thing, I drew the outliner the way I want, and remember these basics that you have to remember is you have to make sure that you do not hardly draw the outline. For example, if you drew it like too tightly, this kind of black color, it's very bad for the drawing. So what you can do is you press slowly the pencil. When you're doing the drawing, you press slowly the pencil, so it's like almost not drawing while. So if you see, I drew it like that way, and what you can see, if you see like it's too tight, you can erase it again. So lightly erase it. Don't press hard the eraser either, so just slightly without pressing you can do the drawing like this way. So yeah, like this way. So wherever you like think that it's not tight, you have to make sure that you draw it slightly lightly without pressing. So for the starters, let's start to paint now. You know what you need, it's watercolor and a clean glass of water and a tissue, perfect one, and brushes. And the brushes, whatever you use, make sure you use something very nice also. So I'm using a pointed brush and a flat brush, and of course I have the watercolor brush also, so I'm using this one also. This is a very good brush, you know that. So it depends on the brands, they come in different vials. You can see this is watercolor brushes, so you can use it. Then again close it, keep it. So these are the brushes that I always keep using for watercolor. This is an amazing vials one, that's why I love these things. So this is another watercolor brush. If you guys know this brush, you know that you can fill water inside here, and then again slowly remove the knob. When you're not using, you can just cover the knob. When you're using it, you just remove the knob. It's coming with different type of watercolor brands. It's like this one is coming with this watercolor. So what you can do is now close here, and open this one. So this is the brush that you will be using for watercolor, and this is a good brush also, so you can try it always. So it's very easy to clean and everything, and once you work it, you can see if you press hard, water is coming little bit, but you don't need to press too much hard, that's why. So what you can do, I'm using little bit water. So my target is to use like magenta color for the work, make it not too dark either. So I'm going to use much more lighter way. So if you see, I'm not using a lot of water, I'm just using slightly water, and I'm trying to make the edges much more darker and the middle part much more lighter. So you can see it's all the way you mix in water and relaxing and doing it, it's very important. So don't press hard this one now. Leave it to dry. Go to the next part because it's better once it's dry you can do the other parts. If not, the water will keep mixing with the other. So I'm going to do this green one now. Don't try to do all the leaves or everything together, it start to blend. It's better take step by step and do little by little. So if you see, I mix colors and use. I like to use multicolors always. That's why. So I love colors, blending and mixing colors and multicolors using most importantly. Now I want to show you this paddle. If you see, it's totally darker red. So what I will be doing, I'm just washing the brush and just little bit wiping and remove the extra water and just rubbing it and making it lighter. So remember one thing, even in watercolors you can make few mistakes and you can still fix it. Just you Add little bit water and slowly brush it away. Don't add too much water because it will be start to blend it with other way around. So try to use less water and just play around. See? And when you wipe with the tissue, you can remove the extra paint also if you want. Like this way. See, it came almost lighter. So you can use this type of brush also. Water, remove the extra water because don't keep too much water in the brush. It will be hard for you to fix it. So I'm now doing little bit much more lighter, but not too much, but very light pink color here. Two petals like facing backwards on the flower. Almost done with that one. Now I'm going to do the branches. Here I have a nice branch, so I'm going to use the green for the starters. So I really like to use 2 to 3 different green, and of course little bit brown color also. going to use, and remember, whatever the brush you're using, protect the brush. Do not press too hard and damage the brush. I'm just adding a little bit brown color away. So I'm going to use now little bit green color for the below the flower. I'm going to use, and remember, you can use a little bit yellow also. So for the starters, I'm going to use yellow. For the buds, like this way. Like that way, but I'm going to use again green color also, but I need a much more smaller brush just to line up. You can just highlight with little bit brown color also, because I'm not just directly applying green and yellow only, just highlighting with brown color. now the middle part, what I am going to do is I am going to use a little bit orange color, and of course the edges I will do with little bit green color mixing together. Don't forget, we are not still finished with our green color leaves. So you have to do is so almost done with the leaves also now. So once this one get totally dry, only you will make the lines inside now. So for example, it's now 100% almost dry in this flower. What you can do is highlight with the lines. Don't forget, don't add too much water, just slightly. Lines are very important. You can see it's look nice, so you have to repeat the same thing with these flowers also. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson. It's very nice and easy.